Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Hey Leslie, how are you doing? Hey girl, just came on here to see how my people doing. So let me get on here. I just got off about 15 minutes ago or so. So let me jump on here and see what you guys are up to. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, and I took off. My job doesn't recognize that as a holiday, but bitch, I am off because I is free and I is off. Hey, Lady K, good afternoon. How are you? So let me jump on here before I get my evening started. I don't even know what I'm gonna cook because again, tomorrow's Friday. I normally do fish on Friday, so I don't know if I'm gonna cook anything tonight. It'll probably be just something quick, and tomorrow I'll do some cooking. But how are you guys doing? How was your day today? How was your week? I hope that everybody is doing much better than the previous days and last week. I said, let me come out here and say what's up to my people. Because I feel good. I don't have to punch nobody's clock tomorrow. So I can start my 3-day weekend early. Hey, Sharon Johnson. Hey. So, yeah, I said, let me come on here for a little bit before I got to do my mommy duties and get my kids something to eat. Still a little early, so I'm like, let me jump on here and see what's what with my peoples. Anybody watch The Polygamist on Netflix? My coworker was telling me about that, and also my aunt. She's very much a TV watcher, so she watches all the shows. Excuse me, all the TV shows that come on, and they were telling me about The Polygamist on Netflix. But my aunt said it's like a bunch of episodes, like 20. Child, I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get into it this weekend. Anybody watched it so far out here? It's on Netflix. Leslie said, I'm hanging in there, still missing my baby Roz. Yes, these YouTube streets will never be the same. I really miss her. Likewise, I definitely understand. Oh, yeah. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and the people that be out here saying that bull don't make it no better. But I had stopped listening to them. I used to go over there being nosy, seeing what they were saying. But that type of shit gets in your spirit. Like it gets in you, and then you want to come back and say something, and it's really not worth it. So I don't even listen no more. I had started off listening, but I'm like, what's the point? If you listen, you're gonna feel some type of way. Then people that have channels, you're gonna come out here and say something. And at the end of the day, whatever you feel or whatever you think is not going to change the demonic spirit that is within them. So at this point, it's just pointless to talk to these people. They're going to meet their fate. They're going to have to answer to everything they're doing over there and saying, because content is content, right? But all that other extra shit they're doing is crazy. It's crazy. You can't make me believe that these people believe in God, that they come from a stable upbringing. I just don't believe it. It's just crazy. Because my parents were never perfect. I would never get out here and say, oh, my parents were perfect. They were this. But the stuff that they say and do, there's no way they had any solid upbringing and any God fearing, God driven parents in their life. I'm just sorry, I don't believe it. Lady K said you literally have to stop listening and you doing is making yourself upset. Yes, that is true. Leslie said, I don't watch those demonic demons. Didn't watch them when she was still here and refused to watch those devil itches, period. Period. Right. Right, Leslie. Right, Lady K. Right, Sharon. It's like watching them is only going to piss you off. And then, like I said, those of us that have a channel to come on, you're just going to come up here and prove what? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to change anybody's mind. You're not going to make them stop. It's only going to fuel the fire, right? Because the more a demon sees you disturbed and upset, they're going to keep with their demonic ways. So as long as you're upset and as long as you're feeding into it, responding and all that, it's only gonna feed fuel to the fire, and it's gonna entice them to keep going. They feed off of people's emotions, off of people's pain, off of shit that disturbs people. That's how a demonic spirit feeds. So that's what happens. They start to feed off it, and when they see you get upset, they just go on and on and on. They're not going to stop. Hey, Marianne. Hey, yes, Sharon. It's very draining. Hey, Tater Bug. Hey, my love. So yes, it's very draining. It's very repetitive, and it's very disturbing to say the least, because we all can come out here and do content. Anybody can start a page and just start talking, you know? But the stuff that they're saying, and they don't feel not 1 ounce of sympathy, empathy about anything that they're saying, like demonic, devilish stuff. Because I could come out here and curse somebody out in 2.5. But some of the stuff that they say and the things that they do and the lengths that they go to try to hurt someone's feelings or make them feel some type of way is diabolical, right? It's just crazy that they think that this is cool and this is funny. And the more disturbing part is the people that are in their chats egging them on. Nobody has the sense to say, yo, you going too far. Like, you're getting too low. This is getting crazy. You're going too far. Nobody has the common sense to say that or to even move on. Like, yeah, I ain't fucking with them. Like, they bugging. But I guess not. I guess it's all for money. At the end of the day, it all amounts to doing shit for money. I guess some people are that desperate for money because with the drama and all that crazy stuff they're spewing comes the money. So as long as they're on here 5, 6, 10 times a day talking wild crazy, like the money is gonna be there because unfortunately people are going to tune in, they're going to view, they're going to have commentary on it, and it's going to bring traffic and views and money ultimately to those who are monetized that are saying that stuff. Lady K, it is sick. It is. It's very disturbing. It's very, I know people say, oh, it's disturbing, it's sick, but if you really, really, really think about it, it really is sick. Because I sat over there and watched for a few minutes, and it's like the shit that they're saying is crazy. Like I said, to have content is one thing. Content is content, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, content is fucking content. Content. But when you start going into other realms and talking crazy and speaking on people that are no longer here, if I'm beefing with someone, if I want to beef, I want to beef with somebody that can beef back with me. That's just me. If someone has passed on and they're no longer here, what is a beef gonna do for me with someone that's not here anymore? A whole point of a beef is to have a back and forth. You can't have a back and forth with someone that is no longer on this earth. So again, what is the purpose of the beef with someone who is deceased, whether it's in real life or on social media? Hey yo yo, hey sis, how are you? How are you? I hope you're doing much better today. So yeah, it's like why you want to have beef with someone that unfortunately is no longer with us. Once that person goes, on, what is the purpose of holding on a beef, especially like this? Like they are really holding a beef. Like Roz is here and she can comment and she can keep up with them, like, and do all the things that they used to do. Like, you don't find that to be sick, bitch. Like, you don't find that to be weird that you're speaking crazy and the person can no longer respond to you and you're still speaking like in present time, like I was beefing last year, 2 years ago. You don't find that to be a little bit on the crazy side? But apparently they don't feel like it's crazy. Sharon says they're fighting with themselves. Yes. Hey Remy Ma, is that Remy Ma? Hey Jackie Thomas, how are you? It's like they're fighting with themselves. And the most disturbing part is the audience that sits over there and they just egg them on. So I find it to be mental. Straight lifetime deranged. Yes, it's something. They definitely can get a movie deal off of this. Definitely. Especially that one over there, Miss Team Timu. Because she is straight crazy, man. I thought she was disturbed at first, but now I see that she is several sandwiches short of a picnic. And it's not even funny no more. Like the stuff that she says, it's like, do you even believe this stuff yourself? Or do you just say it for clicks and views? Like, what is it? Because at this point, it's crazy. It's like recycling old mess. Yes. I just clocked out and seen that you were live. Yeah, I just jumped on here for a second, yo yo. Yeah, I'm like, let me come on. But yeah, they're just repeating the same old stuff. And what's really weird to me, someone wanting to see someone's death certificate. What in the world does that prove to see someone's death certificate? Like, what is that going to really prove to you? Why is that so important for you to know what's on someone's death certificate? That is really, I've never seen anything like this. I know people say it countlessly. They come out here and say, oh, I never seen it. But it's true. I have never seen anything like this before. I've had family members that passed away. I don't even want to see their death certificate. Why would I want to see someone that I never met, a stranger? What would be my interest in looking at someone's death certificate? I don't understand. It's really, really crazy. And they always call someone else crazy. They can see demonic in somebody else. They can see weird in somebody else. They can see crazy in somebody else. That is just plain crazy. They just want to be nosy. Sharon, that is way past nosy because I am an inquisitive person. I'm not going to hold you. But I would never be interested in someone's death certificate. And I would consider myself inquisitive, someone that likes to be in the know, you know. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I think I'm back. But yeah, that's not even nosy. That's just a whole nother level of something that I don't know. Because again, we all, let's be honest, I think we all are a little nosy. If we can be honest with ourselves, I think we all are a little bit nosy. But how many of us would really be interested in seeing someone's death certificate and really pushing it like, oh, like really gun ho about it? Like, how many people would really be that in tune and that invested in something like that? I know me personally, I would never. But I think that's past being nosy. That's something else. We're speaking about something else at this point. It's crazy, right, Marianne? It's definitely past nosy. Because nosy is just, oh, what's the tea? What's the scoop? What's the info? I mean, like I said, we all got a little bit of nosy up in us. But as far as wanting to see somebody's death certificate and wanting to dig into somebody's medical records, wanting to know about people's funeral services, like to me, that's next level crazy. That's especially the death certificate part. Like I was just wowed at the part that they keep saying that. It's just crazy. But I say it time and time again. These people are nobody when they close this app. When they close this app, they are a whole different person. Nobody pays attention to them. Nobody cares about what they say. This is where they can come and say whatever they want, have all the backup, and feel superpower, and feel like a villain, and feel important, and feel loved, and feel like, oh, yeah, yeah, you that girl, you that guy, you that girl. Other than that, in their lives, they're nobody. Their lives are very low level, very like minimal action in their lives. And I believe that this is the only thing that makes them relevant, quote unquote. When they get on here and start talking crazy, doing stuff crazy, they got a crew of people to back them up. They feel special, they feel important, they feel like, yeah, I'm that bitch, I'm that nigga. They feel all that. And I'm like, this is the only place where they feel important, where someone is actually listening to them and paying attention to them. Because in their normal lives, I believe they are non existent to their family. I believe a lot of their family don't mess with them. A lot of their family don't fuck with them. And that's just what I believe. And when they get on here, they feel rejuvenated. They feel vindicated. They feel like they are somebody. They feel like, yeah, I got a crew. I got a this. I got auntie this, auntie, and that. They feel like they got a whole family on here. Because anybody that could come on here and everybody their auntie this, auntie that, auntie, I will never come up here and call nobody auntie. Like, my mom got three sisters. I don't need to call anybody auntie unless they my real aunt. So that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. So they get up here and they just want to be somebody, and this is the only place where they are relevant. And it's just disturbing, yo. It's fucking crazy. It's not even, man, that shit crazy. I don't even know. At this point, I thought I saw it all until the last 2 weeks or so, when they're still coming out here, still talking about crazy, still saying all this other stuff. I thought I saw it all until 2 weeks ago, when I found that they're still going. Like, after all of this time, they still are keeping an imaginary beef at this time. Because at this point, right, it's imaginary. Because the person is no longer here. So you're not having a back and forth with anyone but yourself. So at this point, the beef is non existent, it's imaginary. And that's a little bit crazy to me. Sharon said, we are not impressed by the antics, right? It's corny. Like, yo, said, how and why did it get to this point? This is an app. What does it resolve? That is absolutely right, yo. It does not resolve anything. But the thing is, the more you feed them, the more power you give them. The more you come out and you go crazy with them, the more you interact with them, the more you get involved and entangled with them, you are feeding and fueling the demonic spirit that is them. You are giving them the ammunition to keep going, because they know that they have touched a level inside of you that is, crazy. They know that they can come up here and touch a nerve and you'll go crazy. People like that feed on shit like that. You have to ice them out. Somebody like that, you have to ice them out on here, and even in real life. You gotta let a motherfucker just be them. Sometimes you have to just let somebody be them. There is no talking, there's no nothing. You just got to let them be them. And that's the thing. As long as people continue to feed them, meaning as long as people continue to go back and forth with them, as long as people debate them, as long as people give them the time of day, they're going to keep doing it. It's not going to stop, because they know that they're going to get the reaction that they're looking for. So why would they stop? Why would a person like that ever stop if they're getting the results that they're looking for, right? If they're getting you to engage, to get upset, if they're making you mad, if they feel like they're getting under your skin, if they got you posting, if they got you out here ranting and raving and whatever, they feel vindicated. They feel like they've pricked something inside of you and sparked something in you, and it makes them proud. That shit makes them proud. That shit makes them feel like, yeah, I touched the nerve. I touched the soul. I touched that bitch hard. I did this. But you gotta ice them out. And I do that with people in my everyday life. If I feel that you are not in tune with me, if I feel like we have nothing in common, if I feel like you do things that I would never do, and again, not saying anyone is perfect, but I align myself with people that have pretty much the same core values as me. So I wouldn't entertain somebody like that in my everyday life. Why in the world would I come up here and entertain somebody like that? Unless I was looking to make money, unless I was looking to get on here and just run a bag up. Hey, but other than that, why would I be up here entertaining people of that caliber? And I would never, ever in my everyday life entertain anybody like that. We have to learn how to ignore some people, especially when they are dead set on who they are. There's no changing their mind. Even if they're telling a story that we know is not the true story and that wasn't the details of the story, you're not going to make them change their mind. You're not going to make them see your point of view. You're not going to make them tell the story correctly. So I see no point in going back and forth with them. Let them dream, let them think, let them whatever, and just that's it. Let them be. Leslie said, and those stupid ass, lonely, miserable itches agree to all this BS. Crazy work. I'm glad I have family that loves me. I would never agree to nothing crazy. Oh, I need glasses. Nothing knowing it crazy agrees to anything. Yes. Hey, Zayda. Hey, boo. Hey, girl. So yeah, it's like I've never seen anything like this before. And me coming from an inner city, seeing all kinds of motherfuckers from every walk of life. I'm talking about dope fiends. I'm not even being funny right now. I'm talking about all kinds of people. Because when you come from, I'm not even going to hold you. When you come from the trenches and certain areas, you get introduced to people of all walks of life. So I have been, I won't say blessed, I guess, to meet up with a lot of different people of a lot of different caliber. And if I can say that I've never seen this in my city in the trenches, that's crazy. That's saying something because I've run into people from all walks of life growing up. I've been around unalivers, all kinds of people. And these people on this app are ridiculous, bro. But again, I also stand on what I previously said when I said that they would never have the balls to say none of this stuff in someone's face. They feel real safe to talk crazy on this app because let's be real. At the end of the day, no one's meeting up with no one. Nobody's going to stand on nothing, right? So they know that. They know no one's coming to visit them, and who would? It's pointless. But I say that to say they know that they can get that off on here because there's not going to be any consequence. They would never be that bold because someone that's really crazy, someone that really don't care, they don't get on the internet talking. I know a lot of unalivers. I told you guys, I got a cousin, which is not a flex. He did a triple homicide, right? Took three people out of here. And I say that to say he was never a person of many words. Even coming up when we was young, we would never play with him too close because he would be the one to pop off quick. He was never a person of words, all that dozens. I'm gonna do, we gonna do. If he said he was gonna do something, he gonna do it. He was not with all that talking, all that threatening, all that, oh, when I see you, I'm gonna do. If he put it out in the universe that he was going to do something, it wasn't gonna be no talking. It wasn't gonna be nothing else. It was just gonna be when he catch you. That's what it was. So I've been around enough criminals and unalivers and people that's just crazy to know that these people ain't really crazy. Because people that's really crazy, they just gonna do. They're not going to keep telling somebody what they're gonna do. They're not gonna keep on threatening somebody. They just, if they feel like that's what they want to do, they're going to prove to you that they're a person of their word. So that's why I can wholeheartedly say that I know these people ain't about nothing. Cause a real person that's on that type of time ain't doing no talking. Cause again, my cousin being a unalive of three people is not a flex. However, he was never a person to talk and play. If you rubbed him the wrong way or if he had a problem with you, he was going to handle it straight up, and that's it. It wasn't going to be no whispering, you tell this person. No, he was just going to handle you right there. He was the person that when we had problems, we went to him. If we wanted somebody dealt with, we went to him and he took care of it. He took care of it. If any boys was messing with us back in the day, bothering, we went right up to him. Boop, he took care of it. He was never one to play and dozen and your mother and all of that stuff. Nah, it was on site. If he had a problem, it was on site. And that's how a person that's really disturbed in the mind, that's how they really are. They don't take too much to get them going in real life. As I said, I had a cousin like that too. Have unalive people. Yes. Also, definitely didn't play about his family. Definitely. Sharon says, sounds like my Compton family. Exactly. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody knows somebody like that. It's not special. My cousin ain't special. Everybody knows somebody like that. But I'm just saying that to say that's why I don't believe no one on here is crazy like that. Because they just not. They just doing a lot of talking because they can. They say it's hard to ignore motherfuckers on the internet who keep picking, but it's definitely not worth the energy because we can't reach out and touch. That's what gets me. That's me because I'm only gonna play with you a couple of times. Like you say something, I say something, you say something, I say something. After that, what we talking about? What are we really fucking doing? If we're not doing even in regular everyday life, I'm not an unaliver, of course, like my cousin, but I was the person back in the day. Don't call me unless you're trying to get active. If you still negotiating, if this is still your friend and you still want to be friends with this girl, don't call me to pull up on nobody that talks is still in work. Because when I pull up, I'm making somebody. Because if I gotta come, I'm not I'm not coming for nothing. So if you call me and I pull up, I'm beating somebody up. So either I'm gonna beat your ass or the person you called me to beat up. But don't call me unless you're trying to get active. That's how I always been, and that's it. So I can't do too much of the back and forth because the me and me won't allow me to keep going back and forth with somebody. Cause now I'm like, what type of time you on? Now I'm like, what's up? What's really good? Now I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do? See, that's me. So I can't do all this back and forth like that. And that's me. That's me. Because after a while, I'm trying to get active for real. Not for play, not for jokey joke, not for he, not for none of that. So after a while, it's like, what type of fucking time you really on, bitch? And that's what stops me from coming up here engaging with these people. Because I can't go to jail. That's one thing. I can't put on the orange brown suit because I'm scared of Brownie. I know they got a lot of brownies up in jail. I told y'all about Brownie. I can't. I'm scared of dykes, bulldaggers. I'm scared of them. So I can't go, and I'm scared of the cuffs being too tight. I've seen plenty of movies or things. Put your hands behind your back, and if people are like, "Oh, the cuffs too tight," I can't go through that. I can't go through all of that. So that's why I minimize my anger and I minimize and redirect myself when problems arise. Because I know I can't go to prison. Hey classy lady. Hey Mookie Boo. Hey loving my grandsons. Classy lady said they're not going to argue and going back and forth with no one, period. Yeah. It's just frustrating as fuck on this here app. Yep, I understand. They trust me because I couldn't do it. I couldn't be in your position because I couldn't be able to contain myself. I know me, and I would not be able to contain myself. I would be telling people, y'all got bill money, because I'm getting ready to go to this bitch house. I'm getting ready to find out where this person at. I'm getting ready to pull up. I'm getting ready to do something. So the level of strength that y'all got, the level of restraint that y'all got is A1. Cause I know I don't have that strength. And in my big grown age, I still don't have the level of maturity to be like, oh fuck that. Cause I'm going to the next level. I'm trying to see what's really good. I'm trying to see what you could do. I'm trying to put hands, feet, garbage cans, air conditioners, lamps, mops. I'm trying to put all that on you. Back in the day, I used to, child, please. I can't. I can't. I'm reformed now. I'm a reformed person now. Yes. I'm reformed now. So I can't go back to my old wicked ways, y'all. So that's why I can't engage because I don't have the level of maturity to stop and keep it. Remember, like they used to say, the rappers keep it on wax, keep it on the ready to go. I can't do it. I can't do it. You got two jokes with me, two whatever, and I'm on you. I'm on your ass like a pair of back pockets. I always been like that as a young kid. Never been a troublemaker, but I've been the one to stop trouble every time. Every single time I've been the fucking trouble stopper. And that's just that. And that's why I don't engage. That's why I couldn't because I can't. Because I can't see Brownie. Because I told y'all about Brownie. I can't fuck with Brownie. And as tough as I might be, I can't wrestle with no bulldagger with a strap. I can't be up in cell block 9 trying to protect my butt from Brownie and them. I can't. Because them bulldaggers, they'll pin you down, baby, and they'll take what you thought you never had to give them. And I don't got time for it. So yeah, Leslie said they are going to play with the wrong one. Yep. On the internet, it's been a lot of people on here that pulled up. Yep. And unalive people on here. They better hope nobody pull up and use one of them as an example. Yep. Yep. Because they don't believe fat meat is greasy. Yep. They don't. Partner, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, they don't believe that fat meat is greasy. And I can't do it. Plus, I'm a person that, wait, Remy, my sons be on the next levels. Thank you. Thank you, Remy Ma. Thank you. I'm a person that likes to have fun. I don't like all that bull. I don't like getting outside of my body. I don't like having to kick a bone out of somebody's back. I used to do that back in my day, and I used to like to do it. But now I am too old for this. I can't be out here wrestling with nobody. So my thing is, I can't do it because I know me. I'm not at the maturity level to stop myself, and I know that about myself. And that's why I just be like, yeah, let me fall back over here because these people are next level crazy, and I could be next level motherfucking crazy right with them. But that's just the thing. It's like it's not gonna prove anything to me. But I don't know. I've just never seen anything. And I done seen some fiends. I done been, child, I'm telling you, I done been amongst a lot of different people. And these mother effers take the cake on here. So, oh my, y'all talking to Crazy House Partner. And guess what? Brownie makes up. Yep, I'm scared of Brownie. Anybody that know, I told y'all the story, I told y'all that movie, and I told y'all about the real life Brownie that I be having sniffing around here. Child, those are the people that scares me, the bulldaggers. Those are the ones that scare me, and I can't go to jail to be surrounded by them and their crew because they're gonna take my stuff. They're gonna bust my biscuit cat open, and ain't gonna be nothing I could do. And I'm gonna be in a fetal position, crying for my mother, wishing I never, ever, ever did what I did. And my mom's gonna say, "Bitch, stay in there, cause ain't nobody tell you to think you was tough to get locked up." Cause my mom, the person to make an example out of you. You wanna play crazy? You wanna play stupid? Let her sit in there. So I can't get the biscuit cat taken. I'm scared of Brownie, and I'm just not fucking with her like that. Not an air conditioner and a lamp. Yes, an air conditioner and a lamp, Marianne. You're gonna have to fight like Martha Stewart. Say that I can't. You can't fight Brownie. That's the thing. You if y'all saw the movie, you know you can't fight Brownie. Brownie had a whole crew of people. It was her big ass. It was another girl with cornrows, looking crazy, looking like Marlon Wayans. Then it was like two more girls they had. Yo, they had the prison on lock. They had that jail on lock. And Brownie was large and in charge. And I can't fuck with her. I can't run into a Brownie because I don't got no smoke for her. I don't have no smoke for a person that think a plastic strap between their thing is real. That is too next level for me. And those kind of studs and bulldogs, I can't mess with them. Those are the things that terrify me. So I can't get incarcerated because I can't do Brownie. Yeah, I can't do Brownie. Leslie said, "Don't be scared of me, boo. I'm not the one to play with." Yeah, mm mm. I tell ya, I can't do Brownie. So that, hey Stacy, hey, how are you? Yeah, so that's why I can't go to jail. Cause my mom would make an example out of me. If I got locked up, she would be the one to say, "How much the bill?" Even if it was $25. She would take the $25 and rip it in half just to show me a lesson. Uh-uh. I can't do it. So that's my piece and all that. That's why I don't get juiced up and all that, because my mental sometimes ain't good. So in order to protect my peace, I feel like Marvin. I don't know if y'all watch Raising Kanan when he be doing his exercises, his breathing exercises, his woosah, all of that. That's how I be. When something comes up, first thing I do is take a deep breath. Because if I don't take a deep breath and count to about 100, I'm gonna go to motherfucking 100. So that's my first thing when something crazy happens, to take a deep breath and count and count and count and count before I start getting crazy. Who's that? Hey Remy Ma. Hey Zayna Bland. Yep. And yeah, Marvin. Yeah, Sharon. See, you see how Marvin, when he was in that class and he was breathing, taking his little five. That's how I be. As soon as my kids do something stupid, as soon as one of my friends call me with something stupid, as soon as one of my family come with the Willy Bobo, that's the first thing I do. I'm walking around, I'm taking five, I'm taking 10, bitch, I'm taking 30 if I gotta take it. Cause I can't go to a next level where I can't come back from. I gotta protect my peace from anybody and everybody. I gotta protect my peace. Like, yes, yes, yes. I don't know how these people live with themselves. I don't know how these people sleep at night. I don't know how these people walk around. I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But what I do know is I ain't got time to play with them. I ain't got time to play with them because I be ready to go to zero, from zero to 1,000, and yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I'm so glad that you all seem to be in better spirits. Everybody seems to be a little bit better today. You know, it's one day at a time. It's not gonna change in a day. Emotions, feelings, all of that, you know, it takes time for everything to try to get back on track. But I'm glad that some of you guys appear to be a little better than last week. All we can do is try to move forward, make the best out of each day, and that's about it. Hey, Royalty Queen, hey. But Sharon, you watch Raising Canaan, huh? I can't wait for tonight. See, my job had me fucked up. They thought I was coming in tomorrow. Tomorrow's Juneteenth. You think I'm working? If you think I'm working tomorrow, I got a French poodle to sell you from Switzerland. I'm not punching nobody clock tomorrow. So today is my Friday, 3-day weekend, and I can't wait for Raising Canaan. Getting out of character can cause a heart attack. I don't argue. Yes, that's definitely true. Getting out of character brings on a lot of stress. And people don't realize stress is not good. People say that verbally, oh, stress is not good, but stress literally can kill you. Royalty Queen, I don't know if I spoke to you. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better this week. Thank you. I'm so glad you're feeling much better. I'm so glad everybody that's feeling better is feeling better. You have to realize that it is a grueling process. It's a day by day kind of thing. No one's going to wake up and feel completely better. But if you take it day by day and just handle one day at a time, it's gonna work out. It's not ever gonna be the same because things are changed. However, you will be able to move forward and live in a new quote unquote type of environment. But it will be okay eventually. This is why I say to myself about a month ago, I went to visit somebody and I said, let me get the fuck out of here before I go to jail. Yep, not going to nobody jail. I have too much to lose. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Leslie Cole. Sometimes we have to say to ourselves, is it worth it? To me, what I say to myself before I go do something, I say to myself, is this going to matter in my life 1 month down the line, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? Is this ever going to matter? And if I can say no, then I know it's something that I can't go to level 20 on. I know it's something that I just have to put a level head on and deal with. But yeah, sometimes we have to pick our battles. The older we get, we have to realize that we can't do the things that we used to do back in the day. I mean, I can still physically do the shit I used to do, but as an older person, you cannot do the things that you used to do because we have children, we have things to lose, and we can't get out here wrestling with people that have not absolutely one thing to lose. Because a person that don't have anything to lose will help you lose everything. A person that doesn't have anything going for themselves will help you lose every single thing that you got going on because they don't give a fuck. They don't have anything to live for. They don't have anything to lose. So it's up for them. It's always up for a person that doesn't have anything to lose because they don't have nothing to lose. That's his bottom line. They can go gung ho because they don't have nothing to lose. And that's crazy. I have my kids, grandkids, and my mom to live for. Absolutely, Leslie. Grief is internal, mourning is external. I like that, Sharon. I like that. That's a good way of looking at things. I've never seen that before. I definitely like that. But yeah, Sharon, I'm too old to be fighting. I'm not Sharon. Wait, wait. I'm not Sharon because I ain't gonna hold you, Sharon. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm still good for it. I'm still good for a mink, mink, mink. I'm sorry. I could still mink a bitch. I'm sorry. Like I can't hold you. And I'm only being honest. I can't hold you. I'm too old literally, but my mind ain't there yet. So that's why I don't put myself in situations that's going to test me. So that's just why I don't put myself in situations like that because I know I'm not at the mature level to walk away from somebody. That's not a good thing. But if I'm being honest, I know I haven't been matured enough to walk away. So that's why I don't put myself in positions where I'm going to have to get physical with somebody because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't walking away. So I limit, I just limit shit now because I know me. And that's just it. Mimi said, "Hey Mimi, hey Diamond D and Chatters, hey Mimi. I have high blood pressure, so I gotta watch it. Yep, and so do I, Sharon. But don't worry, if you need somebody to handle for you, Sharon, just holler at me. Just holler at me, girl. I got you. But yeah, I just wanted to speak to y'all to hope that you guys are doing well and let you guys know, if at all possible, not to engage with these people. Like I said, I know, like Day was saying, it's hard, and I know especially for her because you know her mom being who she was, and you know her family being out here. So I could imagine it's extremely hard for them to ignore people because that's just the way it is. It's extremely hard for them to ignore people. But I get it. But I just don't have the type of strength that they got. I just don't have the type of, I don't know what to call it, because I couldn't ignore, ignore, ignore. As long as you don't mess with my kids, grandkids, and my mom, I'll be okay. That's true, Leslie. That's true. That's definitely true. Mimi said, Diamond D, it's a few of y'all that are straight up. See, Mimi, see, I want Mimi. I don't want to, I'm not a gangster. I'm just a person with a low tolerance for bullshit. That's what I tell my kids. My kids know, like, don't come telling me nothing. Like, my daughter came in here because they still in school. My kids don't get out of school until next Thursday. Because here in Jersey, they be going to school to the end of June. But my daughter came in here earlier, like, oh, can you speak to the teacher? Some boy was hitting me with a plastic bottle. Why would you tell me that? Because I'm not going to just speak to the teacher. Now I'm going to have to be late because they don't have school tomorrow. But now I'm going to have to be late Monday and find out why somebody was going upside my daughter's head with a plastic bottle. See, don't tell me. Then she's like, oh no, never mind, never mind. Look, don't tell me nothing that you don't want me to react on. You should have kept that to yourself if you didn't want me to react because you know me. You know what type of time I'm on. So don't come telling me shit unless you want a problem. Don't tell me nothing because I'm not a negotiator. I'm going to go to the school and we're going to talk about it. And if we got to do something else, then we'll do that with the parent. But don't play with my kids. My kids are not, see, my kids are not me. When I was their age, I was more urban. Like my kids are not urban kids. My kids don't have that oomph. They don't have that I had. So I don't fuck with. I don't mess. I don't tolerate people messing with my kids. That's one thing because I don't have bully kids. I don't have kids that mess with people. My kids are jokesters like me. My kids are comedians. My kids like to dance and have fun and play Robux, blunts, whatever the hell that stuff is. But my kids are not troublesome kids. So when my one of my kids tell me that somebody hit them, I'm on 10 because I know I don't have bully kids. I don't have kids that fuck with people. I don't have kids that's out here doing devious stuff to other kids. So that means now you messing with my daughter. And then the fact that you're a boy, that really disturbs me. That you're a boy hitting my daughter with a plastic bottle. Of course, no one didn't hurt her. But again, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so now I'm gonna have to speak to your mother, and I'm hoping that I don't have to grab her up by the roots of any wig that she got on. Because nowadays, these parents, they are ignorant. You can come to them in a mature way and tell them like, look, your kid bothering my kid, let's see if we can come to some type of resolve. Because I've had someone with my older son. He used to bully my older son. My older son was like maybe in the third grade, fourth grade. This little boy was going in his pockets, taking his lunch. Like I was giving him money, he was taking the money. So I said to the teacher, now I want to speak to the mom. My son didn't want me to speak to the mom. He wanted to handle it on his own. So it was getting crazy. And I'm like, look, hey, look, that's my money. He don't have no money. So when he takes money out my son pocket, bitch, he taking my money. Because my son I think that was the third grade. My son in the third grade, he ain't got no money. So I get to the school. She sets up a meeting, the teacher with the mom. So we get there, and the teacher is telling her what's going on. First thing she says is, "Oh, you need to teach your son how to fight, cause nowadays, ain't no way nobody would be going in my son pocket and he wouldn't be doing nothing." I said, "Okay, bitch." I told my son to mink your little son up, but obviously he's scared of your son. So this what we gonna do, right? Every time your son hit my son or go in his pocket, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. I'm gonna be waiting here after school for you to pick your son up. And every day my son tells me that your son hit him or went in his pocket and took anything, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up right in front of your son. That's how I'm gonna teach my son to fight. You want me to teach my son to fight? You think I should teach him to fight and stop him from being a punk or whatever? That's going to show him how to fight because I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. Every time your son beat my son up, I'm gonna beat you up. Lo and behold, we never had another problem again. And that's how you gotta do. That's how you gotta speak to these people. No holds barred. When it comes to my kids, I'm not playing games with nobody. I'm not taking no shorts when it comes to my kids. I'm telling you now. I tell a person I will smack their kid in the face. I don't care how old you are. You're not below. You're not too young enough for me to smack you. You want to act crazy with one of my kids? I'm gonna fuck you up, and then you gonna go get your mother, and I'm gonna fuck her up. That's just it. I'm fuck your mother up. So my son's scared of your son. He is. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. He was scared of him, but bitch, I'm not scared of you. So every time he beat my son up at 3 o'clock, wait for your ass whipping. 3 o'clock, I'm going up top and bottom on you. Is up, bitch. Never had a problem again. Never had a problem. The principal, she's sitting there grabbing her fake pearls, imaginary pearls. That bitch, grab them. Because after I beat her up, I should beat you up too. Because you sat here and allowed all this stuff to go on. Right? That's what I'm saying. I don't have time. I don't have time to play with people because I know the level of ignorant I can get, especially when it comes to my kids. Don't fuck with my kids because my kids don't fuck with nobody. And I could wholeheartedly say that because I know my kids. I know people say, "Oh, you don't know your kids. You don't know what they would do." That's true. However, I know the character of my children. I know I don't have no bully kids. I know my kids is not like me. When I was their age, I was into everything. I know my kids are not like that. So I could say with my whole chest, my kids ain't out here fucking with people kids. They ain't out here bullying, menace to society, none of that stuff. So when somebody bother my kids, it's personal for me. And it rubs me the very wrong way because I know my kids ain't out here fucking with nobody. Yep. Sharon said that's a good way to solve the problem. It is. It is a good way because I'm gonna show your son what happens to people that bully people. So when you keep bullying my son, I'm gonna bully you. If your son keep bullying my son, bitch, I'm going to bully you. You tell me I should teach my son how to fight. You tell me my son a punk. Oh, he shouldn't be letting nobody go in his pockets. Ain't no way my son would be letting nobody go in his pockets. You telling me all that rah rah that you were saying. You're correct. So now I'm gonna show my son what to do with a bully. And that's that on that. And we never ever had a problem with this kid again. Never. And what pissed me off about my son is that this boy was a damn midget. He was so little, so short. I couldn't understand why my son was so petrified of this boy. My son had him about an inch or more. Like he was bigger. My son was bigger in weight. He was a puny little boy, and I could not, for the life of me, understand why he was so petrified of this kid. He lucky though, because my father back in the day, my dad would have been like, "If you don't beat his ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. Every time you come in here and tell me he beat you up, I'm gonna beat you. So if you don't want to get your ass whipped by me, you better go out there and do what you gotta do." That's the type of time my father was on. You come in the house talking about you scared of somebody stole your money, somebody slapped you upside the head. My father was on a whole different level. He was not to be played with. And if you ever came in the house telling him that somebody was beating you up, bullying you, whatever, not gonna happen. Never not gonna happen. Because if you didn't beat that person up, he was gonna beat your ass. That's just how it was gonna go. It's either you gonna deal with him or deal with the person outside. And you would rather much deal with the person outside than him. But these people are not raising their kids properly. They're not raising their kids. They're doing half-ass jobs. They're being friends. They're not being moms and dads. They think they are friends with these kids, getting on their level. And I'm the one to get on your level too when it comes to my kids. Don't when it how they say it when it comes to my kids, just don't let it come to my kids. Bitch, don't let it ever come to my kids because it's always up and stuck when it comes to one of my kids. It's always up with whoever. Always up and stuck when it comes to my kids with whoever. And that's just how it is. That's the main thing to get me out of character is mess with one of my kids. Even my oldest son, he's 22. Fuck with my son if you want. I don't fuck with my son if you want, and he's 22. Whole grown ass man out here doing very well for himself. But mess with my son if you want. You want to unlock a whole level of crazy in me that you never saw. You know how you unlock levels in a video game? You're going to unlock the level of crazy in me that you never seen before. Mess with one of my kids. And that's just the type of time you got to be on with these people because they think you out here playing with them. And I'm definitely not out here playing with nobody when it comes to my kids. Not out here playing with nobody. But yeah, that's my take on it, guys. But I just wanted to come out here and speak to y'all. It is 6:02. Don't start now, won't be none. Absolutely, Sharon. Don't fuck with my kids. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. Cause I'm a mom that will DIE for mine. Some people won't. Some people whatever, but I'm going to the end of the earth for mine. And that's how it is. That's just how it is with me. I don't mess with people, but don't fuck with my kids. That's all that I should get that slogan. Don't fuck with my kids. That's just me. I joke around, but that's one thing that I don't play with. That's one thing that's a sensitive topic when people mess with my kids. Because again, I know my kids ain't out here bothering people. If my kids was out here bullying and bothering, I would be woman enough to say, well, you out here bullying, you get what bullies get. But they're not. So I take offense to anybody messing with my kids because I know they're not out here doing no crazy stuff. Yes, Sharon, I'm glad you caught the live too. But yeah, I'm gonna go and see about my kitty kids, get them something for dinner. I don't know. I'm not even cooking nothing. I have so many quick things I could throw together, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just throw something really quick together and get them situated. And yeah, I think I'm going to. I gotta catch up on the shy. I might start catching up on that. Not sure. I might leave it for tomorrow. But in any event, I am so glad to have came out here and spoke with you ladies. It's always good to laugh it up, chat it up with you guys. Always a good time on here. I told you I was gonna try to start coming out more often. So I think I've been doing a little bit better. Popping up here and there. I've been doing a little bit better coming out. And what's today? Thursday. I took off tomorrow. I'm thinking I may be back tonight. Don't hold me to it. I'm not gonna schedule a live because it seems like every time I schedule something, I fall asleep. But I'm thinking I might want to come back. I see Yo Yo got a live schedule for 8, so I know it would be past 8. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the day brings. If somebody mess with my kids in school, I tell the principal I want a meeting with the parents. When I would call up the school, they would say, "Oh boy, that's grandma. I don't be playing about my yeah, yeah, yes, Leslie, Stacy. Thank you. Have a blessed night, my love. Sharon, you too. Have a blessed evening. Thank you, thank you. Rima says, first time in the chat and I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie Thomas. Thank you so much for coming through. But I'm wanting to do trivia tonight. I gotta find a better trivia because the one that my cousin had borrowed, this looked different. This looked like she switched the game on because this don't look like my game. But I'm gonna have to look and see if I got another trivia game because the questions that we had the last time they was too easy. I gotta find another trivia. I'm gonna see if I can pull some questions online because the game I got, yeah, it's a little bit too easy. Sharon said, I hope I catch Yo-Yo's live. Yeah, I think it was at 8 today. If I'm not mistaken, I think she scheduled it for 8 p.m. tonight. So I'll definitely be tuning in. So I'm going to get my kids situated so they'll already be showered and laying down or whatever. I mean, they don't got school tomorrow, but they know they better go on in that room and just leave me alone. But yeah, it was so great speaking to you guys. It's always good to catch up and laugh and joke and just have a good old time, positive vibes. That's what I love. That's what that's what this is all about. None of that other stuff. They could keep it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get my kids something to eat. And I will catch you guys either later on this evening or maybe tomorrow because I am off tomorrow. Leslie said, I'm getting ready to shower and fix something to eat. Yep, same thing. I'm going to get my kids in order, give them their baths and everything, and then I want to watch that polygamous show on Netflix, but like I said, my aunt said it's like 20 episodes. See, I can't stay up all night. That's my thing. If I get into something like that, I won't ever go to sleep. Girl, I'll be putting water on my face in here, just watching episode after episode. Because that's how I did with The Beast. I think it was called The Beast in Me. That was on, I want to say Hulu or Netflix. Oh my God, that show was so good, that series. It was called The Beast in Me. I believe it was on, I want to say Netflix. That was so good. I stayed up all night watching that. Every time I kept saying, just one more episode, just one more episode. Before I knew it, the goddamn sun was coming up. But that show was so good, so good. But I might want to save that polygamous thing for the weekend. I'm not gonna break it up, so I won't have to sit and try to watch it all at once. But anywho, ladies, it was great speaking with you. You guys have a great evening if I don't see you later on tonight. And I will talk to you guys later on. All right, Leslie, have a blessed day on purpose. You too. Catch you guys later.